On December 9, 2022, heavy rains hit parts of the state of Tamil Nadu in India. It was a precursor to Cyclonic Storm Mandus, which made landfall the very next day. Serious damage was reported in and around Chennai. About 200 houses and huts were damaged. In preparation for the cyclone, the state government opened more than 5,000 relief centers, where thousands of families were relocated ahead of time. Nevertheless, at least 4 people lost their lives. The approach of Tropical Cyclone Mandus was known in advance, and the measures taken helped save the lives and health of many residents of the affected areas. But unfortunately, this is not always the case. India has been facing an exponential increase in extreme weather events in 2022. The country was hit by nearly 8 times more heat waves than the average of previous years. Record temperatures began to rise much earlier than expected, and their duration was much longer than in similar periods of previous years. Even regions where it had never been observed before faced unprecedented heat waves. Catastrophic floods and landslides in the northeast have affected millions of people, and hundreds have lost their lives. In addition, there has been a dramatic increase in the number of accidents relating to lightning strikes in the country. Just think about it. The number of lightning strikes has increased by more than 111 times. As a result, 907 people have already died, which is more than 40% of the total number of deaths due to weather phenomena this year. On December 13, 2022, Kinshasa, the capital of the Democratic Republic of the Congo, was hit by severe flooding. Entire neighborhoods were flooded with dirty water, and buildings on the slopes of the hills were literally demolished by landslides along with people. According to preliminary data, at least 140 people died, many were injured. The main roads supplying the metropolis with a population of almost 15 million people are flooded and in some places destroyed. The amount of precipitation that exceeds climatic norms leads to enormous losses around the world. The largest flooding in 50 years occurred in Antalya, Turkey. On the night of December 12, 2022, a powerful storm and downpour showed the ferocity of the weather. Unfortunately, a lot of people were affected. Excessive precipitation caused flooding in the areas of Kumluca and Finigi. Hundreds of greenhouses were damaged. Many houses and businesses were flooded. Streets and avenues turned into lakes, and hundreds of cars were swept away by rapid water streams. According to the mayor of Kumluca, despite all efforts, it was not possible to cope with the rampage of the forces of nature. From the 10th to 12th of December, heavy rains fell in northern Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as in some parts of neighboring Croatia, causing a lot of trouble for local residents. The next day in Spain, heavy rains brought by Storm Efrain caused flooding in several regions. Extremadura and Castilla-La Mancha suffered the most. The floods caused numerous floods in houses and infrastructure. Some people had to be rescued after being trapped in the water. The people of Africa are also suffering from excessive precipitation. Currently, Nigeria is on the verge of food crisis and unprecedented hunger. Between September and December 2022, residents faced a catastrophic situation due to flooding. Torrential rains and flooding in recent months have affected more than 4 million people across the country. 34 out of 36 states have been affected. The storm has taken the lives of over 650 people. Approximately 2.5 million people have been displaced to temporary shelters. The water damaged houses, destroyed crops, disrupted water supplies and sanitation facilities, and increased the risk of cholera, diarrhea, and malaria. The central and eastern regions of the Republic of South Africa are also affected due to heavy rains. On 9th of December, flooding in and around the city of Johannesburg forced residents of some areas to literally swim out of their homes on boats. More and more often, climatic events are accompanied by epithets: abnormal, record-breaking, and unprecedented. What is really happening to the planet's climate? Find out at the large-scale forum, Global Crisis. Our survival is in unity.